Hello and season's greetings. I'm Kimberly and it is cocktail time. Welcome back to the Tickle Pink Events channel. And if you are new to the channel, please click subscribe. And if you are a current subscriber, welcome back. As some of you may know, we are in the middle of our 25 days of cocktails for the holidays. And we can't have the holidays without what? Eggnog. I love homemade eggnog, but what I do not love is all the work it takes to make homemade eggnog. It is whisking egg whites till they're stiff. It is making a custard out of the egg yolks and sugar and beating, and it's a lot of work. It's worth it, but it's a lot of work. But I found this great recipe due to the wonders of the internet of an eggnog that you can make from scratch mostly in a cocktail shaker. And it's all the flavors I love. It's the cinnamon, it's the nutmeg, it's the spiced rum and the bourbon, but it's less work. So we're gonna make eggnog from scratch in real time right now. So let's get started. So it has bourbon. Most eggnogs traditionally are flavored with alcohol and less with spices, and you get that spicy fill from the spiced rum or your bourbon or brandy. So we're gonna start with our bourbon, and we're gonna do 2.5 ounces of bourbon. So I've got 1.5 ounces, and then we're gonna do, that's 2 ounces and a half, sorry. Can't do math while I'm cocktailing. There we go. We got 2.5 ounces of bourbon. Then we're gonna do 1 ounce of dark rum. Oh, this is still a bourbon. Let's go dark rum, but I'm using spiced rum because I like spice. And this has the Malahat, which you've seen me in my other videos. They make their own craft spiced rum, and it's got good cinnamon and nutmeg and clove flavor, so it really adds to the feeling of the holiday. So I say go spiced rum, but if you like dark rum, you can do that too. But take my recommendation, do spiced. So we're gonna do 1 ounce of that, and good quality. 1 ounce of that, and then we're going to add, because it's eggnog, so you have to have plenty of dairy, we're going to add 2 ounces of milk. This is any kind of milk you like, so if you're lactose intolerant, please get almond milk, coconut milk, whatever, cashew milk, whatever floats your boat. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of milk. Now you may be wondering if I didn't mention if there's ice in this cocktail shaker, and there isn't, because we're gonna add ice cream, and that's gonna cool it down. And the ice cream also performs another key function, which I'll explain in a minute. Next, we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You need the spice. So we have 1/2 teaspoon of dry ground cinnamon, and then 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground nutmeg. I like to grind it fresh, it doesn't take long. Just get the little nut in a grater and grind it. So we have 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now we're gonna add 1/2 cup of vanilla ice cream. Most eggnogs have a custard base, which is egg yolks and sugar with milk, which provide a custard. And that's what ice cream is. Ice cream is frozen custard. So they take all the work out of all that beating, and it's sugar. So you already have your sugar, you have your egg yolks, you have your cream, all right here. This is pretty genius. I was pretty stoked. I was like, why didn't I think of that? So now we're gonna take 1/2 cup of ice cream and get good quality ice cream. And we're gonna put that right in our shaker. Oops, kind of made a little bit of a plop. We've got that. Now, the other thing the ice cream does is chill the drink. So we've got everything we need, ice, custard, everything. Now we just shake this bad boy up. And we're shaking more to like break down the ice cream, get it nice and melted, combine all the ingredients. So I just kind of shake until I feel like the kind of big lump of the ice cream scoop kind of break up, which I think I feel right about now. And we've got eggnog, bourbon, rum, eggnog, and we're just gonna pour it in. Look at that beautiful color. Right there. And you can see all the cinnamon and the nutmeg, the fresh spices floating around like you do in eggnog when you buy it at the store, when you make it at home. You see all of the like cinnamon and the nutmeg, and then it smells really good with the spices from the rum and the bourbon. And now we're gonna give it a taste. So if you wanna make homemade eggnog, but you don't want the stress and the work, try this version. It's easy, it's quick, and it's delicious. Cheers, everybody.